Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we are going to be completing the side quests for the mod Misery Island for the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition slash Old Edition, whatever it would be, by Shredda. And our first quest to complete is called Crashing the Airwaves. So to start this one, it just kind of pops up, and we need to travel to the Misery Island radio tower. So this shall be the first one we complete. There are 2 side quests, and then a couple different miscellaneous quests we are also going to continue and play through. One of which does give us a unique weapon, like a unique harpoon gun. The other ones, I don't know what they do.
Got it.
Now let's get in here and repair this radio station. And we're getting attacked by a rad roach. Transmitter console. This radio console appears to be missing a crucial transmitter module, which is likely the reason long-range broadcasts aren't functioning as intended. Without it, the signal won't carry far beyond the island's immediate vicinity. The rest of the unit isn't in great shape either. Worn components, frayed wiring, and corrosion suggest it's been out of commission for quite some time. With a replacement transmitter module and a bit of technical know-how, it might still be possible to bring it back online and restore its full broadcasting range.
Greetings, technician.
Oh, we're getting talked to by a Protectron now.
Please confirm delivery with hotel staff at this time. I will remain here.
Okay, so we got to read the receipt. So let's get to reading. And where's receipt transmitter module? Radio module, Mr. Smith, hotel manager. 1 radio transmitter module ordered to be delivered to the North Cove Hotel, sent from Atlantic Relay Systems, Maine. Delivery date, October 24th of 2027. So it looks like we are heading back to the hotel to collect the module. So let's go ahead. We will fast travel back to the resort. And this right here, the message in the bottle, is one of the other side quests. Like main ones, not necessarily the miscellaneous ones. It's an actual quest. So let's go ahead and enter the North Cove Hotel and track down this shipment for this radio transmitter. Looks like we gotta make our way to the back area past all of these dead bugs. And we have a terminal here. Guest gripes and gray skies, flight log, and static and silence. We'll start with the guest gripes log. Another round of guest complaints today. Seems like the promo materials are setting expectations a little too high. One guy actually asked where the volcano was. Said that the brochure made Misery Island look like a tropical getaway. I tried not to laugh, but come on. Have these people seen a map? Weather's been its usual mix of drizzle and overcast with a stiff offshore wind that keeps knocking over the deck chairs. The surf report was flat all week, so naturally the surfer crowd is asking for refunds. I've redirected more angry tourists to management than I can count. They're saying the radio's still fuzzy too, something about needing that transmitter module from Maine, but no one's told me when it's supposed to get here. At least I've got my own distractions. Spent lunch on the upper balcony with the binoculars. Pretty sure I spotted a jetliner banking east towards the mainland, probably Boston bound. I've got a decent guess on the route now. Might sketch it later if I get the time. Now, flight log, October 23rd, 2077. Clear skies this morning, one of the few peaceful starts we've had all week. Management had me watching for that inbound flight from Portland Jetport, the one carrying the replacement transmitter gear. Supposed to be a C-59 plane train, lower altitude expected over the water heading towards Boston International. Around 9:40, I spotted what I think was it, fast, low, holding its course, but something felt off. It dropped hard southwest, not on approach at all, looked like a struggle to keep elevation, then just over the horizon, I caught a flash. No sound, too far out, might have been sun glare, might have been the plane going down, I'm not certain. Before I could log anything else, the emergency broadcast kicked in. Something about nuclear strikes on Boston and D.C. It's chaos now. Hotels scrambling. I don't know if that flight ever made it. If it did crash, it's somewhere out past the western shelf. I'll mark the bearing, but with everything going to hell, I doubt they'll be sending out a recovery team. And we have one last log left in this terminal, static and silence. No signal, no broadcast, no answers, just static and silence. Oh, 1 second. There we go. I haven't left the employee wing since yesterday. The sky's still that sickly orange like rust bleeding through the clouds. The mainland's just a blur behind the haze, but the glow, it hasn't stopped. Something hit Boston, maybe everything hit Boston. The guests panicked around noon yesterday, screaming in the lobby, demanding boats. We don't have nearly enough for all of them. A few of the staff took off on one without clearance, nearly ran it aground in the rocks. I think someone pulled a gun. I don't know who fired first. Worse, that slick guy from housekeeping, Donnie, showed up again. He's always dressed a little too sharp for laundry detail. He and his cousin started locking doors and moving crates in from the old wine cellar. One of them had a tattoo that looked real familiar. Pretty sure I've seen the same ink on guys in Southie back when I'd spot planes near Logan. I think the Murphys ran this place from the shadows, always felt a little too fancy for how little business we got. Something's telling me the North Cove family package was just a front. The guests that stayed, they've holed up in their rooms, rationing minibar snacks and hoping this whole thing blows over. I don't have the heart to tell them it won't. I'm moving supplies down to the utility basement. It's quiet down there, heavy walls, no windows, and a good place to wait this out for a while. I've even started chipping away at one of the walls. Never know, might start getting crowded. No more planes, no more complaints, just me and the hum of an empty terminal. Jay Trenner, former concierge, unofficial lookout, last man watching the sky. Alright, so it looks like they were basically just abandoned here when the bombs dropped, and he was watching when they struck and hit the place. And it sounds like this was just ran by some criminal organization and was just a front to launder money through. But we do now have our directions to where to go, which is way over here in the corner of the map, the C-59 crash site. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel down because I don't feel like swimming the whole way there. And since we're going to be doing a lot in the water, let's get... Oh, not Animal Friend. The Aqua Perk, so we can breathe underwater, so we don't have to fight with swimming back up and down a whole bunch. Now here is our plane. Let's look around, see if we can find it. Now we got some unique junk stuff. A flight data recorder. Ooh, we can play that here in a moment. Now, ooh, we got a suitcase. Let's see. I bet it's in the suitcase. More than likely it is. Ace of Spades. Radio transmitter. There we go. And we're going to need to repair the broken module. So let's get back up to the surface. And we'll travel back over to the radio tower. And let's get this radio repaired and see what exactly it does. I don't think it gives us any more quests after repairing it, but you never know. It is possible. Try to repair special. Okay, so I need 8 intelligence to repair it. Good thing we have these banked skill points. Now we can repair. There we go. Now, with a bit of ingenuity, you manage to fit the radio transmitter module perfectly into place, bypassing the need for the intended fixture. The relay tower is now fully operational. Raising the tower will allow broadcasts from Misery Island Radio to reach the Commonwealth and beyond. You can now build Misery Island radios in your settlements. Well, let's raise the tower. I don't see why not. Oh yeah, there it goes, Mr. Krabs. And there we are. So now we should have Misery Island Radio, which plays some music. like any other radio station in game. That's all we're going to play, though, because we're not having the YouTube gods smite us with copyright violations. So that is side quest number 1, though. Now, side quest number 2 is the message in a bottle, where to start it, we need to go to the Neville family area. Where is that at? There's the Neville family cabins. So we'll start by traveling there, and we will look for a wooden shack a little bit to the southwest. So now that we are here, we've got north, so we need to travel here to the southwest. We should stumble upon a little shack with a note down this direction. But while we're looking for that, I might as well play that flight recorder for you from what we picked up in the crashed plane. So you can listen to that while we look.
Horizon 1629 en route from Portland Jetport, cruising at 6,000 feet, approaching Greater Misery Island. Wind stable, visibility clear. On track for early arrival. Must be picking up some static on the comms. Boston Center, do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Systems check. Damn it. Losing radio too. What in the hell? There's... Jesus, is that a... No, no, no. Engines fluttering. Losing altitude fast. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Alright, looks like they were knocked out of the air by the blast. Now, I think I found the little wooden shack. It's an information board. Alright, and it says, travelers take heed. There's a nasty pack stirring up trouble over by Breaker's Thicket, led by a real mean albino Deathclaw. If you end up handling the mess, swing by the gift shop. I will make it worth your while. Okay, so it was just a bounty. Okay, I already checked the information board. So we have a bounty to do. That's one of the miscellaneous quests. Oh, well, I don't know if miscellaneous is the right word for it, but we've got some gulpers here. Now, we are at the wrong end, I think. Yeah, I think we went to the wrong way. Let's head back up to the little cabin area. Yeah, no, we went the wrong way, so let's just head back and start our journey again, since I went the completely wrong way. Alright, so we are back here where we started. So we can hopefully go the correct direction, because we need to go to the southwest. So south, north, east, west. We need to go right around this way. And we should find the little wooden cabin. Not a cabin, but a shack. Now, so far, I'm not really seeing any little wooden shack. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, I went the completely wrong direction. I am not an expert navigator. That was very smooth brain. Now, this should have a note for us to pick up that talks about finding a message in a bottle. There's a chair. Not seeing it unless this is not the correct wooden shack, which is also a firm possibility. What? Well, let's check over by him. Does he have a note? No. He does not. Alright, so that is not quite where we are looking for. Well, we've also got a little shack up over here. Let's scope out this one. Is this the correct shack? And I don't see any notes. So chicken thigh, a repair kit. There's the note. Beachcomber's note. Now we found the right shack. Alright, been holed up in this shack for a good stretch now. Keeps the critters mostly uninterested, so I can't complain. Least not too loud. Water's been calm the past few days, but that just means something's bound to stir. Sometimes, after a storm, things wash up on Wild Cove Beach out east. I've found old tools, broken holotapes, and once a half-rotted trunk full of pre-war postcards. Alright, so we're to go search the beach for a message. Oh, we are not doing that one. We were working on the... No, not out of time. Okay, so this is giving us 2. So we were going to do message in a bottle, which is taking us up there. But for whatever reason, it is also making us investigate these coordinates. So we are going to go do that. We'll head over to the grotto. And we'll just go out and we will investigate this sunken ship. Because this was another one of the miscellaneous quests. I don't know if this is a bug from one of my few other mods I run during my playthroughs, which shouldn't conflict with it, or if it's a bug with the actual quest. But let's make our way on out. We've got a long ways to swim. And that's okay. Yeah, maybe it would have been quicker to start up at that ship. But let's go take a look. This is the one that I do know gives you the unique harpoon gun, because I do use this mod in my personal mod list, because I find it fun. It comes with a couple extra settlements, and it's rather lore-friendly. Now, this ship out here, this boat, we got a note way back, I think it was in episode 1 of our playthrough, that told us they were going out to search for treasure. So, we are probably getting somewhat close to it, to where we need to go, and we'll pick it on up. Which hopefully means, since I've done this quest before, it means I know where to go. Hopefully. Unless I forget, which is also a firm possibility. So, alright, let's keep making our way on over. And looks like we're good to start diving down. Let's keep going. And I can't see anything underwater here. Oh, there's the ship. Alright, so we have stumbled upon the ship. Now, we should need to just go right over here. Yes. Here's the diver. And he was looking for these gold bars, which he found before he was attacked by this dolphin-looking thing. And we can get the Diver's Reach unique harpoon gun. It does 25% more damage, to 25% damage and limb damage, 200% recoil, and does stack with other effects of the same type. Now, let's see, will it let us fast travel from underwater to go start investigating the beach? Yes, okay, so we'll just fast travel right from 50 feet under the water. We're going to travel back to that radio tower and go scour the beach looking for a message in a bottle. That is hopefully going to give us a nice quest. Oh, wait, I forgot. That, for whatever reason, is not letting my Pip-Boy light work unless I use the gold AK. So we're going to rock the gold AK so we can use the Pip-Boy light. Not sure what the hang-up there is. It was working fine. But let's go around. Bottle message. Buried treasure. Gaze the northeast, enjoy the view, or venture that way, uncover the clue. So this says we need to go way up that way to Sowley Rock. Oh, and we just had a quest pop for it. Oops. Started message in a bottle, Misery Island. Locate the northeast clue. Alright, so it looks like we're going on a treasure hunt. Nothing in that chest. Oh, there it is. We got a little objective marker. Can seek the hovel. Seek the hovel to the southwest side with shovel in hand. There's more to find. Okay, so I need a shovel, it sounds like, in order to complete this. So, where are we going? We'll see if maybe there's a shovel over this way. Bleak House Ruin. Let's just travel there. Hopefully there's a shovel there we can find and keep a hold of it. So let's look around. Oh, we got enemies. Some bloat flies. Take them out. Alright. And we've got Bleak House Cellar. I don't even see the house, unless that's supposed to be like the ruins of it. But let's head on into the cellar and continue our little journey. Oh, here's a shovel. We were rewarded. Now, let's see. Got all kinds of unique junk items. X marks the treasure. On the beach where wrecks decay, X marks the treasure not far away.
I get to dig up buried treasure? Yar, har, har!
Oh, it comes with unique voice lines. Neat. So let's go dig up some treasure. Now, looks like it's down on the other side of the shipwreck, so we'll travel down there next. And I wonder what this is going to give us, if it's just going to be a... Oh, okay. We spawned in at a very inopportune time. A hunter, let's take him out. A gauntlet, I don't care about that. Now this is saying it should be down this way. X marks the treasure, right here. Dig up the buried treasure. Ooh, it's an actual treasure chest. And some caps, ammo, armor, and a legendary. Okay. Oh, and we're over encumbered. So let's drop... We'll just drop that. Message in a bottle. Misery Island completed. So that wasn't too bad. Survival, that might be a little annoying running all over the place, because I doubt you can use fast travel, like vertibird fast travel. Now, what else do we have? We have pest control at Breaker's Thicket. So let's go complete some pest control. So let's take a look. Alright, so we are here. There's the albino Deathclaw. Let's just pick a fight with him. Because that's always a wise idea, to pick a fight with a Deathclaw. And he seems to be stuck. So that is going to make that really easy. Return to Old Man Henderson. Oh, we got a holotape. Let's listen to that first.
Listen here, Moulton. Whatever deal you have with that Coastal Oils Company is none of my business. But that mess behind the fence, it's starting to turn stomachs. Folks don't want to come out here just to stare at rusted barrels and dead trees. Do us all a favor and put up something to block the view. Fence slats, a tarp, hell, plant some resilient shrubs if you've got them. Just make sure it's done before the next holiday season.
Alright, found another information board. Okay, that's the same one we just did. But let's head back to the old man at the lodge. Well, not the lodge, the gift shop. And see what he has to say. Alright, let's go talk to him. I imagine he's probably just going to give us some caps, a little bit of money. I'm not expecting anything too crazy. And he's upstairs, so let's go invade his privacy.
Hey there.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually cleared out those cultists. The island's bound to breathe a little easier without those lunatics creeping around. Now, anything you need while you're here?
I need you to quit teleporting.
Anything else need doing?
Well, I'm always pinning up warnings on the info boards around the island. If you spot one and take care of whatever nasty critter's causing trouble, I'll make sure you get a reward. Just swing back here once you've handled it.
Excuse me.
Nice work taking
There we
care
go.
of that pest. I'm always posting warnings on the boards when something nasty shows up. Helps folks steer clear till it's handled.
Okay, so those are just some Radiant quests around the island. That's not too terrible of an option. Now, the next miscellaneous quest we are going to go do, I don't have it active yet. We need to travel to a hangar. Where's it at? South Beach. That's the PMC. Looking for the seaplane hangar. I am guessing this is going to be it here at the charter flights. And it says we are going to be looking for a iBot resting under a red tarp. So here is this. Need to head south. And there is a red tarp, and I see an iBot. So that is where we need to head. Broken iBot. Help with a me. Alright, note that comes with it says, "Hey Cotter." I think that's supposed to be a me's, not Ben herself lately. If you got a bit of time, could you give her a once over? Even just a quick look during your lunch break would be a big help. Repair the iBot. Let's try special. Okay, so we don't have the perception needed. What else can we do to repair? Try to repair. I do not have robotics expert. A vacuum tube. I do not have a vacuum tube. Didn't think I would be that lucky. Okay, so what we shall do is we will just up our perception so we can continue onward and not be over encumbered. So let's drop the Molotov. Now let's repair. Perception of higher sever. To repair the iBot. And there we go. Alright, now with your keen eye for detail, you spot a faint scorch mark near the iBot's power component, evidence of a failed component. Tracing the damage, you identify a way to reroute power around the missing vacuum tube. After a brief flicker of static and a soft mechanical whir, the iBot jolts to life, its optics glowing and servos humming. It looks fully operational once more.
Initiating health scan protocol. Diagnostic complete. Power levels nominal. Returning to Crooked Hill campsite.
Alright, so it looks like, according to the mod description, she heads to that settlement and she acts as a defense mechanism of 2. She provides 2 defense. Now the next miscellaneous task to go to is called Misery at the Ranger Cabin. And to start it, we need to travel to Molten's Lodge, which I believe is right here. And there should be a note pinned up that will give us the quest. But it looks like we need to take out some bugs first. And that is okay. So let's look around. Take out a few more bugs. And we got a rad roach, so we'll take him out. Go ahead, reload, and Ranger's note. I've retreated to the Ranger cabin's basement. There'll be no more patrols. I'm no longer fit to serve as a ranger. If anyone ever finds this, know I failed my own standards. Forgive me, Misery Island. So we need to investigate the basement. Probably would help if I, went outside to get in the basement. So let's go ahead and make our way around back and go into the basement of said cabin. So there we are. And we need to turn that radio off. There we are. Now let's investigate. Got a terminal we can read here. Oh, a legendary rad roach that we took out in one smack. Got a bed. Looks like a little crib. Workbench. Safe requires key. Well, let's read the terminal and see what it says. Looks like it has some novice hacking. Okay, fuse.
That's
There we go. Remote safe access. There we go. We'll pop the safe. No response. We have entries 1 through 14. Logged in at 8 o'clock. Routine inspection of the coastal trail went smoothly. No driftwood blockages. Collected water quality samples near buoy 42. pH within expected range. Is noted increase in bird activity around the old pump house. Ordered extra feed for nesting pairs. Entry 7, August 3rd, 2077. Fine morning, rented out diving suit to a fishing party, no incidents. Received payment to look the other way while those barrels got dumped out east. Felt uneasy, but kept notes off of books. Job security, I told myself. Entry 14, September 28th, 2077. Storm warnings came in at dawn, secured park buildings and rental gear. Thought of wife and daughter, packed extra rations for them. Storm looks bad. Nights are restless, dreams of twisted metal washing ashore. Now we have entries 21 through 23. Entry 21, October 23rd, 2077. Word from the mainland is the bombs fell just before 10 a.m. Ground shook, sky went green, took shelter in the basement with family. Power flickered off, emergency lights only half bright. I will figure out a way to get the power back on. Entry 22, October 28th, 2077. Mary's fever spiked, gave her what meds I had. Little Anna crying in the dark. Radio silent, no rescue coming. I can hear scratching behind the walls. Must be rats, I hope. Entry 23, October 29th, 2077. Mary's breathing is shallow. Anna's skin is pale and clammy. I held both of them last night. Guilt gnaws those barrels of waste I let slide. Maybe that poison seeped into the land. Maybe it's my fault. Entries 24 through 26. Entry 24, October 29th, 2077. Woke to silence. Mary and Anna are cold. I laid them to rest. They're together. Entry 25, October 30th, 2077. Food and water running low. The island above is silent, empty. My uniform smells of regret. I keep expecting to hear Mary's footsteps or Anna's laugh. Instead, only the hum of the generator and my own remorse. Entry 26, October 31st, 2077. I've sealed that corner off. I don't plan to move the shelves again. If anyone finds this, know I failed them. I couldn't protect them. I can't stay here any longer. I'm heading back above. Face whatever's out there, time to accept my fate. Well, it looks like he hid them behind the shelves. So let's open the bookcase and come in and look. And here's where he had to bury them, unfortunately, because of the radiation. Safe codes. Let's read the safe codes real quick. It's going to be under R, Ranger Cap and codes. Okay, so we can't read them. Well, we can at least get into the safe. Some gold bars. Nothing too crazy in there. But enough. And we're over encumbered. You know what? There we go. That should be enough for us to move. So there is that one. And that, I believe, is all of them besides a couple of quests you get from random encounters, which I am not going to have the ability to do because I have no way to force them. But overall, these were some really nice side quests. And this is going to be the final part of our playthrough of Misery Island. Overall, I would highly recommend this mod. It has good story, custom items, custom weapons, custom armors, unique junk items, new settlements, lots of quests, plenty of areas to explore. So I would recommend you download this mod and play through it. I would give this a 9 out of 10. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, do feel free to leave a like, go ahead and comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what mod you want me to play through next. Alright, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.